AI-based Copilot pictures as well. Soon they'll be releasing, I believe.
Right.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you
Yep.
everyone for joining. For today, we have our team Noel, Amar, Andy, and Lorraine, and others as well. Will be sharing. So for today, I will just start with the latest news on Copilot as usual, and then I will bring in Amma. Amma has content to share. I think, Noel, do you have anything to share today? Maybe later on. It's okay. Let me just start with sharing mine first. Okay, let me just. So I just want to go through some of the latest GPT-5 that was introduced for Copilot. So the GPT-5 released by ChatGPT, and Microsoft did bring the feature to Copilot, right? So if you open your Copilot, and then you will see the GPT-5 model. You need to turn it on if you want to use. I will demo how to actually use this GPT-5, and you can see some differences in the response, right? So with GPT-5, much more smarter, and they can provide you complete answer, and when they give you responses in a effective problem solving way, means they break it down in step by step, so you can actually reason and validate them one by one. So this is the old one. You can see at the left side, the GPT 4.0, right? It's clearly just a simple way of it connecting to the brain, which is the LLM, right? And but in the right side, you can see there's a different components that are being introduced, right? This come with different features, right? So we can see later on when I demo some of them, right? Okay. So you can actually try the GPT-5 here. Let me just my co-pilots open, right? So what I did, I just log in. So let me just refresh here. So this is the screen. So I have work and also I have web. And you can see the button over here at the top right corner, right? So there's a try GPT-5. Right. So I have one prompt. So I just let me just try without GPT-5, right? So read through my recent email chat, provide a comprehensive analysis of my communication style, and identify my core values, strength, and weaknesses, skill where I can improve, right? So you will go through all my recent email and chat, see what I can improve, right? So I will try and compare this with and without GPT-5. So let me just, so quickly it will give you like this, right? Okay, so let me just go to the work tab. So
It
I
started,
need
but
to
I
do
can't
the
see
work
how
tab.
to get the screen.
Sorry, the screen.
Oh, sorry, that was myself speaking to Fran. We
Okay.
haven't got the
Okay.
screen.
Started. Okay, I'm here. Okay. Just listen, Paul. You can't see anything.
Well, we should be something to see. Isn't it?
No, they'll start to talk in a minute. Have they
No,
started?
they've been
Oh, I
talking.
see.
I think, yeah, we shared our screen. Can you see our screen? We shared a
Yeah.
screen.
Ridwan, we can see.
It's
Okay,
all right. We
okay.
just hang on, where's the screen?
Yeah, I don't know which one's the screen. There's a number of rectangles.
No mind, don't worry about us. Carry on.
Yeah, carry on. Yeah, thanks.
We just listen.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So based on the prompt, right? Okay, this is the prompt. So Copilot will go through all my recent email and chat and messages. So these are the email and chat and messages, about 40 of them. And then quickly give you some analysis of what are my communication skills, right? And then things that I can improve, right? So it will directly give you some points, right? So rather than you asking Copilot to generate something for you, but it also can teach you to improve yourself. So leadership and communication skill, those are things, right? So let's compare this with GPT-5, right? So I will just duplicate this one. Let me just duplicate this step. So it will be easier. So let me just duplicate. And then I turn on try GPT-5. Okay, now you can see there's a message saying that here you are using Copilot with GPT-5. I will just paste the same prompt again, right? Read through my email and chat, and let's just enter. You can see the screen is a bit different, right? It also takes some time to give you the response, right? But you can see here, you can see the reasoning portion. And over here, you don't able to see the reasoning portion. It just directly give you the response. But over here, the GPT-5, it able to give you some reasoning and making sure the response that they will give is something that is valid and really close to the actual truth, right? So you can see here, it will do assessment, uh, balancing safety and helpfulness. So this are part of the responsible AI. And then you will try to search. Okay, now I will search the last 90 days email. Now I will analyze those search results. I will summarize them, identify for improvements areas based on the prompt that I asked it to do, and then planning a comprehensive analysis. Sorry. There may be something wrong with the internet. I think it's okay. Let me just regenerate. Uh, so once it has all this reasoning ready, right, then only you can see the result. So let's wait for it. Give me a moment. So every time when you use GPT-5, yeah, the reasoning portion is a bit different. It also depends on the email that it's able to access, right? So here are the research that it able to do, right? And then your communication style, right? So what are my communication style? And then my core values, right? And then the strength with evidence, right? Always you put here like straight away with evidence. Skill, your communications, right? Where this style can hold you back, right? For example, the things that I do that is wrong, and this is the templates that it created for me, right? So these are examples, right? So I created this one as well. Let me just go back. Oh, no, this one. This one. So this one is without GPT-5, right? This one is without GPT-5, and this one is GPT-5, right? So it does take a little bit of time. So really, you actually send to Copilot. So let's go back to the slides, right? So I want to show you some of the informations. So the Copilot in 365, let's say it does come with a free Copilot, but there's a limitations like how many times you can actually use the Copilot. It comes like a credit. But the paid versions does not have that limitation. It also gives you some some extra features for you to manage the documents. You can actually have some protections of which and which are not to be shared with the AI, right? So here are the big example in the left side, without Copilot license, in the right side with Copilot license. So what you can actually do, you can still use the Copilot. Uh, with the license, you have better features as well, right? I don't want to do this. Okay, I just want to skip to. Okay. In recent announcement from Microsoft, right, there's more focus towards the AI agents, right? So the agents are created for specific tasks. They will only focus for certain contexts. For example, you create an agents for you to take orders and help you automate to submit the orders, or you create an agents to answer the FAQ, right? And then you can just put a little small chat box in the website, right? So it can do more than a normal conversation interaction. It can automate certain tasks as well. So you can see from the screen here, right? So it the new AI agents allows you to actually choose the GPT-5 model, even and then they move others to the custom model, right? So I want to show you maybe, okay, let me just show now. So if I go into here, in the left side, I have agents, right? I have conversations, I have pages, and I have notebook, and I can create an apps, right? So inside agents, Microsoft did created some of the pre-built agents for you to use, right? You have all other agents available for you, right? You just go here, and we created some, for example, like Malaysian food quizzes and other things as well. So you can see so many now. Even there are third-party agents. So for example, I focus on career coach, right? So then I can just click here, and then I can just enable this one, and then try, for example, I just add, let me just add, see my admin allow me or not. Okay, yes. So now I have a career coach, right? So I can just click here, help me detail career path based on my current learn and future goals, right? So it will only focus on this particular area, right? So it will give you some idea, and can you brief about your responsibility? Okay. So my responsibility is is um focuses on cloud. Let's say I cloud, private cloud, Microsoft Hmm. So it will keep asking you a few set of questions, right? For you to actually understand what are the future plans, right? So you can see over here, it keep asking you. So what is the next role? Chief Digital Officer. Let's say we just put one, see what. So you can see it was try to think and give you some information on those, right? So this one, like a Chief Data Officer. Actually, I want it to be Chief Digital Officer, but it's okay. So you can see here, career development from hybrid cloud to CDO, right? So it will give you some highlight on what are the needs you need, what are the things that you need to do, and then the next 3 months, then the next 6 months, right? So it will actually tells you which certificate that you need to focus the next 1 or 2 years, right? And then ongoing growth, right? So you can see this particular agents focuses on this particular topics only, right? But these are simple agents, right? Only like interaction. You ask and then it will reply you. So, but you can have the capability to create some agents, right? So these agents will able to have certain action in part of their flow that will read a documents and also summarize the documents and send me the summary of that particular documents, right? So for example, here I have a new agent. I can actually configure these agents. I can name any of this name. I can use a template if I want it to, right? Then I can name, for example, here CV agents, right? CV agents, and then will bid CVs and shortlist like candidate for interview. Let's to try to just do a simple one. So it will ask me where does this particular information came from, right? So you can link to your OneDrive, right? You can actually do that. Let's say you have a folder that filled with CVs, right? And you can actually do that. So I just attach a cloud files. So it will try to open up a window of my OneDrive. Good tonight. Exactly. So you can actually upload any files as a knowledge base, right? So you can actually choose any of it here that they suggested, right? So it doesn't have to be a file; it can be a folder as well, right? So that is good thing, right? And then code interpreter, if you are mostly convert natural language to create visualization or solve mathematical problems, right? So this one more advanced. Image generator, let's say you want to have your agents to be able to generate some images. So you can have a predefined prompt and it will automatically show you the prompt, right? And people can click those, right? So this is how easy it is for you to actually create the agents, right? It will automatically save for you. So you can actually publish in here, it will list it over here, or you can publish in few other channels, right? You can actually go to Copilot Studio and even edit it. That's how easy it is, right? So going back to the slides. Okay. The website used, right? So what are they, right? So 65 Copilots, they have streamlined, they try to make the main page as a search page, right? Rather than you go to the Copilot, another link, when you just log into your 365 account, automatically you will see this page, right? So you can see at the left bar just now, okay, you can see I have chat, I have a search, right? When I use a search, it's like a normal search in the you use Bing or Google search, right? I have agents, the one that I just demo, right? And then I have a notebook, right? Basically for you to have all the content in a arrangement that you want, right? Properly, even with the audio, and then create. I will show you. This is one of the interesting features. You can do a lot over here. Create. So I just want to show you. This is chat, right? Okay, you can see the demo here. So it's like a normal chat window, and then when you chat, you can see all these informations coming out to you like a normal conversation chat. Right? So I can just show you now. So let me just show you. I go back to the here, go to chat. So this is chat. So I have the capability to chat with the AI using a web database or my workplace database, right? I have the capability to try the GPT-5 as well. But if I go to the work database, for example, like here, I just click one of the example, it will automatically give you some information, right? Yeah, so it's like this. So this is example. So for example, like this one. So for example, like here, I go to web. So you can actually go write some fun. So you can actually do this, right? Okay. So this is an example that you can actually chat. This is chat basically. And then another features that I want to introduce is this one. Sorry, not this one. This is chat search, right? Okay, you can see this is a search features. It's similar like a web-based search where you can see all the informations are at the right side and all the contents are in the middle. So for example, let me just go to the demo again. You can see I just go to search and then I can just search. You can see now this is a new features. Find it fast. One search across your apps, right? So let's go, right? So find documents on hybrid talk. So it will automatically search through your database, right? So you can see over here, try the new Copilot search. So this is actually a new feature. You can see I found 1,500 documents, and these are the latest one and most accurate one related to our search, right? So you can filter. You can see maybe you just want a presentations or just a Word document or PDF, or you can even focus on which person that actually share those informations right now. So you can see the filters are available over here as well. So if we just Outlook mail, then you will say that I will search for my Outlook mail anything related to hybrid cloud. So you can see over here some of the webinars that we had recently, right? So this is search, the one of the latest features that available inside Copilot, right? It will just search through all the database that your company has. Let me just go back to the uh, slides, just few more slides. Okay, this is search. This is agents. I just demo you the agents just now, what you can actually do and how to utilize them. Right. So here are some of the screens. It's the same as the one that I have just shown. Agents use Microsoft agents that already pre-built, for example, like researcher and analyst. Right. So we can try this one. So we can discover there's a lot of agents. You can also build some of them, right? The building part, it can go more deeper than you ever think. It's up to your skills actually, right? So the agents just now, see the researcher that I have just mentioned, we have the analyst. These two are created by Microsoft. They have it already, part of the settings. And this will be later on available skill agents, facilitator in Teams as well. This all will be available later on. So let's try the agents before we go to Copilot Studio. So okay, let me just go to the researcher agent. So here's the agents, right? So the researcher for example, here update me on a topic, right? Okay, so update me on topic on maybe maybe on Copilot, right? Okay, let's try and see. So the researcher will actually have informations in much more granular and detail, and they will present it like a research, right? So you can see here, right? Okay, it will ask you some questions. Okay, to make sure you understand the clear iris co-pilots, are you interested? Okay, proceed. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead. So let's just try go ahead. Okay, let's try. So give a moment for it to generate the content. So the detail, the question that you answer, because it asks you a few questions right just now, because you want to formulate the answer, make sure it's really accurate to the idea that we want it to be, right? So based on the prompt just now, but I didn't really answer it. I just say go ahead, please create for me, right? So it will take some time for it to actually generate this. Alright, so these are the features of researcher, one of the agents that Microsoft created. And we have analysts as well. So analysts will give you a lot of insights, right? For you, for example, let's say you want to do a business proposal and those things, right? There's a normal way of understanding of things that you want to do. You can just use analyst, right? So let's wait and see what the researcher will come up with. So you can see here all the things that begin research, right? Unpacking the Copilot, because I asked it to do about Copilot, creating the report, gathering the insights, compiling enterprise data, read about Copilot progress. So you can see how detailed this particular agents works, right? So it will go through all the integrations and those things, right? So now I'm gathering info on Copilot apps. So it will take some time to give you the output. So these are features that are available for Copilot. So let's move on to the slide. Let's wait for it to generate it after this. So let me just move on to the slides, a few more slides. So about agents, right? You have a studio. So you must be wondering, is there any admin or back-end tool to allow some advanced feature for you to create your agents? Yes. Yes, you can see here you have about 1,000 plus data connectors. So you can actually connect to any of the data source to build your agents. So how to do that is actually go to Copilot Studio, right? That's that as Copilot Studio. And Notebook is as mentioned, is for record keeping. You can centralize all your project documentations, right, into a notebook, basically, right? You can group them, you can have your audio book inside there as well. Right, so this is audio overview. You can actually basically read all the contents that you created and then even suggest and updates, right? So all are using AI. So the last feature that I want to show is create, right? The create, you can actually create image, design posters, create presentations, right? Based on your branding, you can actually do that. So let me just show you that. So that will be interesting part of the game. So okay, our researcher just finished, right, the report. So let's just go through and see what our researcher did. You can see what detail it is. So these are the comprehensive reports, latest advancement in Copilot, right? So I remember when I type Copilot, it cannot actually detect Microsoft Copilot, right? So, but now it able to understand when I type Copilot, it's about Microsoft Copilot. So you can see introductions. So originally was introduced as a GitHub Copilot. Yes, that is true. Before Copilot is available to us now, it was actually part of GitHub as a coding assistant. This is really true. This is correct. And then they start to have a lot of other products as well. You can see Windows Copilot, Security Copilot, and then Bing Chat, Copilot for Web, Copilot Studio, right? So you can see here how nice the report is. They have like a timeline. Actually, major new enhancement in Copilot in 2023, 2024, Copilot in WhatsApp and mobile. Yes, you have Copilot in WhatsApp and mobile. Later on, I will share the link on how you can enable or have it in your WhatsApp. So, and then in 2024, 24, the late 2024, and then July, and the latest, the visions and voice features are available. So you can see how detailed the researcher agents able to give you informations. I can see here advancement in co-pilots. So if you are someone doing research, and you can use this agent to actually help you, right? So it's still generating some informations. I don't know when it will stop. Right? So this is really long research. Right? So
You're asking for research, so it will do the research.
yeah.
Obviously, it's a lengthy pages.
Okay, so let me just go, I just duplicate this. I just want to show you the create, right? So let me just minimize all this and go to create. Okay. So everything Microsoft actually grouped into a feature called create, including you want to create a Word documents or PowerPoints, right? For example, here you can see here all the buttons over here. I can create image. I can create AI videos. Yes, true. I can create AI videos. I can design an infographic. I can design a poster. So everything is part of this particular features called create. You can go to more. You can see others are here as well. For example, like documents, presentations, workbook, Excel, and other things as well, templates, and those things are you can actually do that. Right? So here, okay, let me see. Okay, these are videos that are available, right? So you can actually create, for example, create how effective to onboard a new employee. You can just edit this prompt. It will automatically create this video based on the context. And then you can even design an infographic, right? So these are examples, but it will able to generate for you, right? And then you can even create an image, right? So everything is just using AI, right? You can even have your own brand and color. For example, I have my company brand color over here, right? You can actually generate those. So it's not difficult. It's really easy that they have all these features together with the AI in Copilot, right? Uh, So let's see, go back to the research just now. Is that does it still generating? Yes, it does. You can see here now GitHub Copilot. So for security, it's really long, but that's how extensive and useful these agents are, right? So it can go up to I don't know how long when it will end with the token. So uh, that's all from me from my sharing today, right? I hope you learned something. All these features are at the left side here: search, chat, agents, notebook, right? And then you can see conversations. Okay, it's already done. I think it's done. Oh yeah, it's done. Right. So it means really long. So okay. And then you have pages, right? You have notebooks, you have Create, and you have other apps as well. For example, like Outlook, AI Copilot in Outlook, and those things. So these are the latest features and advancement in Copilot that Microsoft brings. I hope you learned something today. So I will pass to Amal. I think Amal has something to share today.
Thank you, Ridwan. Yeah, I have something to share. Basically, what I use on my day-to-day basis now. That's where the first point I thought of to start with. Uh, as few of you know, my job is mainly for training and giving certain awareness for all the partners where I work with, right? So what I have been using Copilot for my day-to-day work. Example, right? We get a lot of new features, capabilities, contents from different tools. What we actually educate for, right? For example, what I do is, and I'm whatever the demo I'm trying to showcase to you, this is basically the free version. Means you can have your personal account like hotmail.com or outlook.com or Gmail. You can just use Copilot as a default from your PC. Okay, so this is the icon which you see, right? This is a free version which is part of your Windows 11. So if not, you can just register and directly browse what Ridwan was showing, copilot.microsoft.com. Okay, now what I do is I will try to learn about, because I know the concept, but when I want to educate for a different people, means different audience, okay, how do I actually use of AI for my specific day-to-day usage, right? What I have done is I just took this screenshot of this slide, okay? I just make copy. What I will do is I will go to my Copilot and I say to prepare a notes. And the good point is last week when OpenAI has announced the GPT-5, on the same day, Microsoft also updated their Copilot with multiple options, right? In that you can see now the new one is called as a Smart GPT-5. Okay, maybe I'll just use this. There are different use cases for every different with responses. I'll just use this for the time being. Prepare, I'll just say prepare two versions of speaker notes for this slide. One, one for technical people and another for general sales. I'm just giving a simple prompt. I'm just asking Copilot to help me out to read this slide or read this picture and help me out a speaker notes. I'll just paste it. So now you see this, right? So it's clearly calling out for a technical audience. How do I explain it, right? Speaker notes, transition from ZN release to GE release. That is one thing. Okay, it's basically earlier the terminology used to be ZN and GE is general kind of now. And it is giving the recent version 26100 is a unified service baseline shared with Windows 11 client on Server 2025, streamlining the process. The same thing when I'm asking for the general audience like a simple sales and partner account managers on the field. So I did not give specifically the partner account managers. When I mentioned it sales, it automatically considered who is on the field also, right? That is where it is just giving. And if I zoom it, you can able to see this update marks a major platform alignment of our Azure Stack HCI, bringing it to sync with Microsoft latest Windows 11 and Server 2025 Technology Foundation. What is actually happening? So if you see the context of it, based on the profile, it is curating the content. How do I explain? Now, the same point, when I go back to the technical, it is just giving a top level, right? It is showcasing the impact. It is trying, giving a direction on the certifications, all this stuff. It's more for a technical paper. This is one of a way which I use Copilot. And by the way, this is a free version. So this is something very accurate. What I can just do from here, I can just do a copy paste. Simple, right? I can just do this copy and I go back to my presentation and paste it. Now I have the two versions. What I do, I just copy this as well, and I can give my own notes when I'm presenting to a different people for the same presentation. And it continues the formatting and everything, right? Now, obviously, this is looking little specific too, right? Maybe I would like to take a scenario of use case, right? Let me just do this. So I'll just paste this, generate the similar answer, and continuation to my earlier slide. So basically, I'm giving a context. When I enter this, what is that it's showing? All right, right? It is again taking a version 1 for technical audience, right? And the version 2 for a general public. This is one way. I have been saving my time a lot, rather trying to create my own notes also certain times, because there are a lot of new things which is happening. For example, Ridwan has been advocating about Copilot almost from few months. Every week we have some new things. Example, the same way the other product lines what I deal with, that also has a lot of updates from Microsoft. Right. This is the first thing. Obviously, we have been I have been using it. I wanted to share that knowledge. Right. Second important scenario, and I just wanted to give a sense that now earlier we have seen certain demos. How do we create a PPTs by using a Copilot in PowerPoint like Microsoft 365. There were two options. One, we can go here and give a topic, and PowerPoint used to make. Now, in the recent times, this is a new approach which they had given to make easy of everyone's life. That is one thing, right? Now, we have been seeing this kind of a content is generated, correct? Now, let me just show you what actually differentiates. This is the basic content which happens. Now, I wanted to show you from the 3D how the experience will be differencing, or especially the content what I have created is a basic one from this. I copied the text and I'm using certain things specifically to emphasize my PowerPoint. Okay, let me just show you what Copilot is bringing, right? Okay, let me just swap the slides. You're all able to see the screen, right, Ridwan?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so I just wanted to understand, I want to create a simple presentation, little bit with 3D. Okay, what I did is I just asked Copilot to help me out to create multiple slides. What is Kingfisher and how the Kingfisher bird, basically, right? So, but what you can realize now here, where is it? Yeah, sorry, my bad. Now you see this 3D animations. Now a hammer, these things are their part of PowerPoint from long term. Some people can say, obviously, right? Now, the important point, what I'm trying to showcase to you will be mesmerizing, because this is something just 3 to 5 days before Microsoft makes sure that it has been released for multiple customers. Okay. How do I get this 2D? For example, earlier, if you have a paid version of a Microsoft 365, you used to browse certain 3D models from the stock. This is the steps, right? One, insert 3D models and search for the scenarios. Now you have seen the Kingfisher here. Let me search for it. Do I have a Kingfisher here? No. I'll just search for this. No, right? Now, how did I got this? This is where the magic happens from the Copilot. Okay. By the way, this is on the free version. So when you go back to Copilot app, it can be from the browser or from your PC installed version. On the left side, you see an option called Labs. Okay. So that is where Microsoft recently announced the availability of Copilot 3D. What is actually it making is, so for the sake of demo, what I have done, I'll just show you. So I'll just click try now. Okay. Now here it's giving some options. Okay. Like there are certain ready-made stuff which is already there based on the inspiration and different ideas from the communities what Microsoft has already designed. So this is already kind of a part already from the PowerPoint, or I can use it something similar. But I have a different vision. For example, I wanted to make something like I'm just taking a 2D flat picture of a parrot, okay, and I'm just trying to create a 3D. And this is on the live, guys. Okay, so I'm just trying this just exactly a minute before I uploaded this picture, and just I'm trying to see if this can convert into 3D. Meanwhile, just 1 hour ago, because I also didn't have an access about this labs till like one day before. I just got this access like 1.5 hours before. Now you see this. This is beautifully converted, right? Now, obviously, what will I do with this? Correct. Now, there is a flexibility. If any individual wants to use it for their 3D works, okay. Now, I want to use this for my animation purpose or a PowerPoint purpose, okay. What I can do is I can just download this. This will be downloaded in a format which will be detected as a 3D. Now, let me use this, right? I will just try to insert. Here, I have an option called this device. I'm choosing from my device. Where is it downloaded? Let me just make it as a details. If you see now, I'm in India. The time is like 6:47. Just a few seconds before I downloaded this. Ta-da! I have my parrot symbol running on my screen. Now, the important point here is when I downloaded this 3D form file, okay, now when I click this, you see this all the different options, how I can able to use this 3D file for various directions. This is not the only thing which I can do. For example, now I copied this, I use it in this slide example, okay. Now I wanted to convert this like this, okay. Now, when I choose this, when I go to animation, there are multiple options to use it. For example, I might say that it needs to just turn a table. Okay. This will be live running when my slide is running, by the way. Okay. I can just make it as arrival. Okay. Or I can just use jump and turn. See? And I can just say clicky. It will just go off. Right. This is the beauty of AI, which in our everyone's day-to-day life we can able to try this. This is so fun. Obviously, I just choose an option to start showcasing to you guys. Very important thing what Microsoft highlighted is when we are starting, this will be best when you are using with a single subject. Means on your picture, on your 2D picture, any picture what you have, it may be a paint or someone hand painted or sketched by a small children. It should be like one subject, even with the right lighting and a plain background. Means it should have like a white background. Okay. I'll just try one more thing before we jump on. Maybe I will try this one. This is a very normal, I'll just show the picture of it. This someone actually painted, looks like. I also didn't try. Let me just try this. I'll just do create. Now it has a multiple colors, by the way. It is not one single color. That's where the specific disclaimer was from Microsoft. Correct. It is recommending to have one simple character or a subject on the picture which I'm trying to upload, plus right lighting and a plain background. I'm also just exploring with you guys on the live, which is something more exciting because this differentiate a lot. Now, with the AI coming into the picture, you don't see this. It's just like 1 minute ago, it is done. I don't know how the preview looks like. Obviously, this is not the best because it has a different colors and different themes, right? Now I can still try to use that, not a big deal, right? So I can just do one more option and recreate. It took like max of a minute for converting the flat image to a 3D image, right? So this is something so much excited. It will be helpful for most of individual teachers or presentation makers for a different scenarios, or it can be useful for students. Let me see what it updated. Let me, it just added few mustaches, right? This is how difference is. Maybe I will something like very flat image. What I do, what will I do? Okay, let me see if I have some more files. Example, maybe I'll just take this shoe. Okay, I feel it is one single subject and it has a single background, which is a plain background and with the right lighting. What I did is I just Googled it to download some plain background pictures for the sake of this demo. I just started using it. Okay. And the beauty of this is to convert this kind of pictures or ideology to 3D. Because I've been working with few animators for the recent fun work, it is taking minimum time. I'm at least of saying that minimum to minimum of uh, minimum I can say is like taking off technically 2 weeks to 3 weeks for this. Now, where and all I can use this? For example, one I have showed you basically the PowerPoint usage, right? But with the Windows, there is one more option for 3D Viewer. Here also you can use file. I can say open. Did I download it? My bad. Let me just download it. Okay, so I went to downloads. I use this. Now what do I can do from here? I can able to go and change the lightings and change the permissions. You see this all checks. This is all possible because of AI, because of Copilot, which is bringing live the life. You see this now, right? So we can able to make wonders now with the Copilot. There are multiple options. I can just change the colors. I can change the shades. I can able to change the lighting directions. So this is all very, very unique stuff which you can able to do. Earlier for all this, individual person has to spend a lot time for the courses. We should have a high-end computers, all this stuff, right? Now, this is all being differentiated, especially when we try a new tools, especially from the Copilot. Okay, so how do we explore this? One, by default on your website or on your web page. So let me just show you copilot.com. This is a page. Sometimes it was slow for me when I checked. Okay, so if not, there is an app on your Windows PC which you can just explore, right? So basically it is part of a labs. So Microsoft is working on multiple projects, especially on actions or gaming experiences, Copilot Vision. And one important thing is you can subscribe to these channels basically in Instagram or YouTube or Twitter, where you can able to get this kind of updates regularly so that you are also part of it for latest things, right? And the third important thing which I wanted to showcase is agent. Already Ridwan has showed it, right? There is a different approach even I want to do a customization, right? So earlier also I have showed for a few more people. I just wanted to show these were all the agents what we have seen till now, which is basically you're seeing the right screen, okay, right, which is ready-madely published by Microsoft, right? You all seen these screens, right? But there are certain things here, correct? These are all something which I have generated myself. This is the power of Copilot Studio. Okay, so what is that I have done is I used Copilot Studio and I have generated an agent for myself for my day-to-day work. Create a simple paragraph on paragraphs on Windows 11, Windows Server 2025, and Copilot for M365. By the way, guys, the one which I'm trying to show now is basically a paid version, which you can see Microsoft 365 Copilot. Okay, so I'm just entering this. What I have done is when I have created an agent, right, I have given an agent with the right knowledge base. What I said is pick up the information from my specific knowledge, which is my OneDrive. So when it is searching for it, let me show you the data, right? On my TechReady website, okay, I have a folder called references and I have multiple folders, multiple files. By the way, what is the size of this folder? It's 108 GB. Okay. Now from this, it is searching the information. What I asked is create a simple paragraphs on Windows 11, Windows Server 2025, and Copilot for Microsoft 365. From where it is picking the information, it is picking up the information from the knowledge base, which I had given it from my Copilot Studio. Okay, so this is something which I wanted to share it across. It was so much excited when I got access to this 3D version, because I was searching, or I was trying to get access almost from a week's time. And there are multiple options which you can explore also. Maybe in next upcoming sessions, we will try to share more of it. By the way, I just wanted to give one more update before I leave. Okay, so I was joining in one of a session last week. Let me just see if I have that. Okay. Okay, maybe the next session I should be showing it to you guys. Basically, when I joined for one of a session on the weekend, I saw almost 13 different tools using for a different activities. Okay. When I tried to understand, does all these tools can be managed from one tool, which is Copilot? Almost 90% of tools can be activities can be done from one tool, which is Copilot. I was so much up. Maybe I'll just do right now. I should have it in my WhatsApp if I'm not wrong. Amarnath. I have multiple things here. Okay, these were all the 12 different tools in one of a session. What I wanted to learn was, sorry, my bad. Create based on the below list of tools, create a table of comparison and features which can be achieved using Copilot. Very simple. I just pasted it. These are multiple AI tools which is running from the internet for various use cases. All right. And I'm just asking Copilot to just help me out quickly to help us with the right set of information. What tool capability or the feature which can be done directly from Copilot. Looks like we are exactly on time. Okay, so because it's a GPT-5, the search, it is thinking deeply and giving it the right answers, right? Now, this tool, Emily, right, basically is a in-browser AI workspace where signature features are question and answers, instant summaries, or video chaptering, translations, all this stuff. Copilot also has certain features similar to this. Okay, the same way when it comes to the super grow, LinkedIn content and scheduling, this can be done via using a PowerPoint or basically from the Copilot, right? This is how I use daily basis or different kind of to explore multiple technologies. Especially the Copilot is making my life a little more productive and improve. With the busy life, sometimes we miss out to spend time or picking up learning. So, but Copilot is making me to be upskill myself on day-to-day usage. Thanks, obviously, because a lot of new features coming up, which is exciting more, right? So I think I am good by closing the session. Ridwan, you there?
Yes. Yep. Thank you, Amar, for sharing. I think it was good, great sharing today. So I think that's all from us today, right? I think next week we will have another session for AI is fun.
Yeah.
And after that we will have another Copilot TTT. So hopefully there will be a lot more features that was in preview just now. We can actually demo 2 weeks from now. So thank you everyone for joining. Thank you very much. We will upload this video to our YouTube. You can watch it later after this. Thank you.
Thank you, Ridwan.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Great,
Thank you,
Rita.
folks. Bye
Thank you,
bye.
Amar. Awesome stuff. Thank you. Bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, guys.
Bye bye, Lauren.